This is my Trading 2 and 2 account, and I have just had the best month of dividends I've ever had. In this video, I'm going to take you through every single one of them, starting with the smallest, going up to the biggest, and looking at what that impact has onto my portfolio. So starting with the smallest then, we have got Microsoft. Microsoft is a big US business, of course. I've got £2,000 invested into here. Dividend yield is small. It's only 0.81%, but it pays quarterly, and it is growing, and it's a big business that is a growth business that pays a dividend. So 26% up on this business, about 420 quid up. And that has given me a dividend of £3.38. So not bad to get things started. It's certainly more than the first dividend I ever had. Next up then, we've got realty income. I really do like this one. It pays a dividend every single month. The yield is 5.03%. And with my holding of 1,500 quid, which is slightly down at the moment, 6.66% down, it gave me a dividend of £5.41 in this month. Next up, we have got McDonald's. Done really well for me, this one. I'm 14% up in it. I've got £1,631 worth of holding in here. That 14% represents 200 quid up. I've got a yield on McDonald's of 2.09%, and that paid me, what did it pay me? £6. We've got a big pharma beast next. Where is he? There he is. That's not him. Johnson & Johnson. So within Johnson & Johnson, I am just under 1% up, 1,400 quid in there. Giant of a pharma business, this 2.73% in terms of yield. Look at the market cap there, 450 billion quid. Fair few quid that. Revenue of 95 billion with a PE ratio of 20.11. Now that yield at 2.73%. This again is a quarterly one, so this paid quarterly. That has given me a payment of £8.19 into Johnson & Johnson. Next up is one of the worst performing businesses in the portfolio. It's not had a great 12 months, couple of years. Lots of issues in terms of legal problems, and some people are saying it's a bit of a dividend trap, but keep an eye on it. But it is one I'm going to hold for the time being. Look at that. Market cap has 60 billion and revenue of 34 with a PE ratio of 10.5. So is looking favorable in terms of cost of the business at the moment. Dividend yield is coming in at 5.36%. Don't forget, you get withholding tax on all these US businesses. So you pay 15% in the background. You don't even see it. It doesn't come out. So before you get your dividend payment, 15% just disappears. However, it is worth holding given the growth that you can see within US businesses. So that 5.36% dividend yield, which is a quarterly one, paid me £11.38 in this month. All right, next up, we've got a UK business, thank goodness, because none of that nonsense in terms of withholding tax. Now, if you are interested in investing into these businesses, this is about as good an app as there is out there, Trading 2 and 2. I'll leave a link below. If you want to sign up with that, you'll get a free share. So will I, in the interest of transparency, but it really helps a tiny little channel like mine. God, I got a bit getting excited. Right, anyway. Unilever, got 1,531 quid in here. I'm about 4.3% up, which is about 63 quid. Quarterly payer. Not all UK businesses pay quarterly. A lot of them pay twice a year. 3.56%, and that has given me a payment of £12.48. It's all right. But next, we're going to do a big jump. And this is the biggest payment I've ever had. Where is he? There he is. Legal and General. So it's a biannual payment for this dividend, which means twice a year. I've got £2,041 in here. I am slightly down 12%. It's had a bit of a tough year. What is it over the last year? Yeah, 14% down. Continue to drip into every month. Now the yield is 8.26%, and a PE ratio of 6.4. So numbers are looking pretty good. You've got a market cap of 14 billion and a revenue of 11 billion. We're not going to look into any further detail beyond that here. We're not doing an analysis of this business. But what I can tell you is that in this month, I got paid by Legal in General £119.93. I mean, it's just unbelievable for me, that is. Never thought that would be possible. Never thought we'd be getting dividends like that. So really happy with it. Biggest dividend I've ever had, and it's helped contribute towards giving me the biggest month that I've ever had. So those are all my individual businesses. By the way, I've got these printed out on a spreadsheet. That's how slick I am. Old school. Probably take out the word school, but anyway, next we've also got my ETFs. So I hold a number of ETFs, and all of the ETFs I hold paid dividends over the course of this month as well. So every single one of them paid in June. That's not always the case. And starting with clean energy. Where is it? It's up here. Global iShares, clean energy. I've only got 500 quid in here. I'm about 14% down. Oh, I've dropped my paper. about 14% down. It is in a small holding, and the dividend that this paid me over the course of the month is £1.24. So certainly not going to break the bank. But listen, free money in it. We now have the iShares Automation and Robotics ETF. This has started to recover a little bit, thanks in large part to the percentage holding that we have within Tesla in this ETF, which has really recovered over the course of 2023, if we're honest. So now I am 6.5% up, small holding again, 626 quid. That paid me a dividend of £2.02. iShares Biotech next, one of my bigger holdings, 3,800 nearly in there, about 4% down. This is basically a whole load of big pharma businesses that are interested in biotechnology, which I do think is going to be a significant growth area into the future. So I've got 3,800 near. I'm down 4.45%, but it paid me a dividend of £9.01. S&P 500 next. This is my biggest holding, and probably goes to prove that you probably should just invest into the S&P 500. 7% up nearly, £6,066 into here, which has given me a return on paper of 391 quid. This S&P 500 Vanguard ETF has paid me £16.53. So not bad. Two more to go then. Emerging markets next. I've got about £5,000 into here. Obviously, I do believe that emerging markets, with a growing population in the world that we have, is going to be big, right? It's going to be big over the next 10, 15, 20 years for sure. This ETF has paid me £27.32 over the course of the month. So we're starting to increase again a bit. And then the last one is the biggest in the ETFs. This is the All World. And I like the All World because basically it tracks the whole world. Some people say it's a bit overweight into the US. Well, that's because the US is the biggest market. If China was to become the biggest market, the funds would shift businesses to Chinese businesses. So it's completely hands-off, easiest way to invest is pretty much into this ETF. It paid me a total of £51.18. So that means in my businesses, I got £167.75. In my ETFs, I got £107.30. A total of 275 quid. Love it, right? Again, never thought I'd be seeing numbers like that. Really starting to snowball, really starting to help with the consistent investing into these businesses. Haven't really done a script or anything, so listen, link below, as I said. Check it out. Thanks for watching.